Hello Internet, it's TheRoschi, and I'm back with some more Genshin Impact gameplay, and today we have Act 3 of the Inazuma Archon quest. Things are getting pretty intense, or they're about to be if they haven't already been. A lot goes on, but instead of tell you about it, why not show you? Let's get into it. As I walk up.
Aha, there you are. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Your appointment with Sangonomiya is fast approaching. We should get going.
Yes.
Are you ready? We'll start by heading to the camp on Watatsumi Island, and then we'll go meet Her Excellency together from there.
Sounds good, man. We gotta get out of this lightning, like, yesterday.
If you start to feel seasick at any point during the trip, let me know straight away. That said, you've spent time with the Crux fleet in the past, so I think you'll probably be fine.
This seems very chaotic right now to be having such a casual conversation.
Ready? And away we go.
Okay, great. Let's go. Get out. Okay. Here we go. Chapter 2, Act 3. Oh, boy. Do you have a favorite part of Inazuma? Let me know. Good. Ooh, we got little bubbles. Whoa! It's like a semi-mushroom thing. Not really, kind of? Here we go. Nice. See, I needed that. This is crazy looking. It is pretty here. It's just an overall very different color palette.
Here we are. The training grounds for Watatsumi Island's troops. Right now, the resistance is predominantly made up of local soldiers from Watatsumi Island. Some of them are fighting with the Shogun's army in Tatarasuna, and some of them are stationed here on the island to keep the locals safe.
Did you used to train here too?
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to join the fight in Tatarasuna before I'd had the chance to impress the instructors, so they had me start off by helping in the logistics division. I'll be staying here for now. If you need me for anything, just come here.
Okay.
If I'm not around, just write a note and stick it on the wall. As soon as I see it, I'll come find you.
Alrighty.
Shoot! It's nearly time for the appointment with Her Excellency. I'll have to show you around Watatsumi Island some other time. For now, let's get ourselves over to Sangonomiya.
Okay, let's do that thing you just said. Okay.
So, Sangonomiya is the name of the place where Sangonomiya Kokomi lives? Huh. Let's go check it out.
Yeah. I'm sure it's named after her. She's named after it. Family thing. She's important. You know, it's a whole thing. And think about things. There she is. There's Kokomi.
Food supplies are the absolute top priority, period. We cannot afford any losses. With the conflict between us and the Shogun's army getting more intense by the day, we must prioritize the stability of the rear guard.
Understood. I will think of a way.
Take heart. We have a fresh batch of supplies in hand, and I'm working on expanding the army. I appreciate that the lack of manpower has been hard on all of you, but things are going to get better.
We're expanding the army? Oh, that's great. Whoever this mystery supporter is, they're doing us a great service. Huh? Teppei, what are you doing back on Watatsumi Island? Might I ask who?
VIP guests of Her Excellency, that's who. I'm acting under orders to escort them both here.
Oh, really? Wait, so are you the new recruit everyone's been talking about? Strength of 20 men, splits an arrow in twain from 100 paces, skin as hard as diamond. That's you?
What? That's... Man. These legends develop a certain way.
Seriously? What is going on with these rumors?
Teppei, it's looking like you were spitting some nonsense. Which makes sense because he was very much so over-exaggerating his stories from before. about what he had done.
You've come a long way. I'm sure you must be here on pressing business, so I won't disturb you any further. Feel free to visit me if you have any time to spare. Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear Okubo mention something about a third-party supporter? What was that about?
Not long ago, someone wrote to me saying that they wish to support the Watatsumi Island resistance effort. To that end, they also furnished us with a great deal of supplies. Thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on the scale we need to openly confront the Shogun's army on the front line.
Why do I have a feeling that's the Kamisatos? Like, I feel like that's like an Ayato thing. Even though I haven't met the guy, but I'm feeling like it's an Ayato thing. I could be wrong. You moron. You fool. How could you forget about Signora? How could you forget about the Fatui, the supplies, the Kamisatos? Are you an idiot? What's wrong? You're a stupid, stupid little man. Because I know there's other characters from Inazuma, but who else would have those resources other than that family? And to be secret about it? So it's not like the commissions going at each other's throats and stuff? Like, yeah, there you go. Sounds great.
I am not without my doubts about the whole affair. But Watatsumi Island is hardly affluent, and these supplies are a much-needed lifeline for us. The sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply ask us to dedicate ourselves fully to fighting against the Shogun's army. Whatever other motives they may have, we are at least aligned on this. So let's consider them an anonymous ally.
Yeah, there you go.
Naturally, we shouldn't let our guard down. If you discover anything out of the ordinary, please report it to me at once.
Your Excellency, does this mean that the food at the front line is gonna get any better? I was at the field hospital the other day, and everyone was begging for some barbecued meat.
Don't worry. I've already made arrangements for that. Everyone will have their fill of meat. But to be clear, still no alcohol.
That's fantastic.
I understand how hard it's been on everyone. The Resistance Army's rations have barely changed at all since the Vision Hunt decree was first announced. I will discuss this with the Logistics Division to see what further improvements can be made. However, our supplies are still limited. I must ask you to remain patient until victory is ours.
When will the Vision Hunt decree finally end?
When we beat them, Paimon.
That's the question. And I'm afraid I don't have an answer. The mere existence of the Vision Hunt decree is baffling. The Tenryou Commission's attitude just doesn't seem to add up, and neither does the Shogun's. The Tenryou Commission's zealous support for the decree seemed to come out of nowhere, and the Shogun seems completely indifferent to the fact that it has effectively caused a civil war. I suspect the Vision Hunt decree won't end until these mysteries are solved. All I can say for certain is that as long as the Vision Hunt decree remains in force, we will never give up our fight. Traveler, to confirm, knowing the current situation facing Watatsumi Island and the Resistance, are you still willing to fight with us?
Yes. I won't give up either.
Good. Then here is your assignment.
Ooh, an assignment.
I hereby appoint you as captain of the Watatsumi Island Special Operations Unit, Swordfish 2.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, what? Swordfish 2? Is this the same Swordfish Special Ops unit that I'm thinking of? It's hard enough getting into a Special Ops unit at the bottom rung, let alone jumping to captain in one fell swoop. This is incredible.
Well, as you said, we can split an arrow in twain. We have skin as tough as diamonds. Why not become a captain? Teppei.
Although this appointment breaks with convention, I firmly believe that with your wisdom, courage, and strength, you can lead your team to victory.
So, but this is interesting though. Is it because of our loyalty this is happening? And the fact that we're strong? Because these... I want to say stories, but I feel like there's a better word for that. This information about us has been passed all the way to her for her to make this decision and appoint us there. Or does she know something that we don't? Do other people know something that we don't about us? Because it is, even if you do have a very strong ally, they still don't know Ether as a person. To become like, you know, a very important person, like when that's being appointed to someone and you don't really like know how they think, like that's a little something. I don't know how I feel about that. It's cool, but I'm like, is there something more to it? Other than just like, this is the story, deal with it. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. And I guess this is actually kind of realistic if you really, really think about it, because there are people in power who, like, if you look at them, they're not the best person to be in power for things that they have done or will try to do, or, you know, there's all sorts of corruption in general, but people still get appointed to positions because it's convenient. Not saying that's what's happening here, but I'm kind of going back on what I said, like, oh yeah, this actually isn't that strange. They're like, you're strong, you seem to be on our side, we're kind of desperate, we need this to happen right now, here we go. This is like a Hail Mary attempt. I'm okay with it, but I just had to think it through. Also, another thing I thought of, which maybe I'll go into more later, but I'm thinking about the Raiden Shogun, right? And I'm thinking about this concept of eternity that she's trying to keep. And by removing these visions, these people are losing their drive, and that pretty much halts them and stops them from doing anything extraordinary, right? That would throw this way to eternity off its course, right? She's removing these variables. This is making me think of the theories that I've mentioned within the Kaya video that I made when it comes to the heavenly principles and the Archons and wanting things their way, and Conria seeing it a different way and trying to stop that, and then the heavenly principles just kind of like smashing that away and just like, nope, it stays like this. It's this now. It's starting to make me seem like it feels like the Raiden Shogun's mentality almost like it's very similar in a way, kind of. Like she just wants things her way and she's willing to just straight up thwart stuff. Something had to have happened for the Raiden Shogun to suddenly be this way.
Great! So when do we take up our post?
The members of Swordfish 2 are currently on standby in a valley to the southwest. Ronin have been causing trouble down there lately, and we need a special operations unit to eliminate them and stabilize the rear guard. I have already written your appointment letter, which you'll need to show them on arrival. Once that's out of the way, please lead them in ridding the area of Ronin. The Special Ops unit comprises Watatsumi Island's elite soldiers. They can be a little rough around the edges, but I have every confidence that you will win their trust.
What about me, Your Excellency? Any battles you need me to get involved in?
Dude, logistics. We talked about this.
I want to make a contribution to the Resistance too.
Kokomi, can you just tell him? Can you just tell him that he's needed where he's needed and maybe he'll get over himself?
Of course. I'll arrange something and brief you shortly.
Or not.
All right! One successful operation coming right up! You may have swiped the captaincy of Swordfish 2, but watch this space, because this guy's on his way up!
I have problems with Teppei.
Okay, sure. Well, be careful out there. Don't push yourself too hard. Well, Traveler, let's move out.
I'm gonna say something that people are gonna like. They're probably gonna think it's like kind of mean or whatever. I kind of want Teppei to get wrecked and learn a lesson from it.
No, 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 no.
I don't think the game will do that, but like maybe he'll be in a situation and he's scared and he'll be like, oh, maybe it's better off if I do blah blah blah, and then someone will give him a pep talk and he's like, you're right, I'll do my best. Like they'll probably do something like that, but I think I'd rather see him get his shit pushed in and just kind of learn in a little rougher way. I mean, they could go very extreme and just straight up kill him for being a dumbass, but I don't think they'll do that. I'd rather him, like, learn something the hard way now. I don't care about your ego. We gotta win this thing. Do what you're good at. That's all. I keep repeating myself. But that's how I feel. Let me know. Is that a little too harsh? How do you feel about this Teppei guy at the beginning of the video? I will not get myself distracted. I'll go to where I need to go, I promise. Also me. Doing this shit. Nice. Hi, Swordfish. How's it going? I'm your captain now.
You must be the new captain of Swordfish 2. Her Excellency briefed us in advance.
How?
Your reputation precedes you, and the appointment letter is all in order. But I still have my doubts.
Hmm?
Oh, the letter,
About
right.
what?
I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you have what it takes to lead us.
Oh, are we gonna have to fight?
You mean, like, a duel?
I don't think it's cool if I kick your ass before we go on a mission. I don't think it's a good idea.
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the question. But this time, we've got a better way.
Alright, cool, good. We're being smart.
We're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing trouble in these parts. If you can get rid of them for us, we'll take that as a measure of your strength.
Alright, yeah, this is much better. Let's kick their ass instead of our own.
Alright, let's show them what you're made of.
Okay, here I go killing again. Do you have anything else to say?
Show me that you are worthy to lead us.
We make no apologies for holding our leader to the highest standard. Because at the end of the day, your competence decides whether we live or die.
I get it. No, that's cool. No, yeah, I get it. It's fine.
It's my lucky day.
Lightning flash! Following thunder!
Well, I did it.
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. The rumors are exaggerations, of course, but still, your abilities are admirable. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting captain of Swordfish 2. This is Yoshihisa, a fellow veteran of the team. I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your orders.
Are there any other Ronin to deal with?
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is now secure. Their only remaining stronghold is located at the shallows on the east side of the island.
Guess that's where we're gonna go then.
That said, the ones over there are tougher, and there's more of them.
Kokumi said we need to secure the rear guard.
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting the Shogun's army on the front line. We can't let these guys mess up things at the rear.
We gotta protect the Fanny. At all times.
There's so many of them.
We'll be fine.
That's not even all of them. They have 2 more camps nearby. Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other 2 camps that'll cause us issues. They might decide to provide backup or abandon them and escape on their own.
Then let's attack them all at once.
But Captain, that would put you in great danger.
What do you mean? I'm the captain with great sword skills who can pierce arrows in half and have diamond skin.
If we spread our troops too thin, we won't have enough men to guard you. It's too risky.
I'm fine.
Yep, the Traveler eats amateurs like these for breakfast.
All right, then. We'll deal with them all in one go and rendezvous with you on completion.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry about me. I got this under control.
Let's get down to business.
Nice and spicy. Decided by destiny.
Take this.
Now. Got it.
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you?
I'm fine, even though I'm probably near death.
Cool. Paimon wonders how everything is going with Kotoku and Yoshihisa. Should we go over and check on them?
Yeah.
Captain,
Captain, the other two camps have been cleared.
Nice.
The entire rearguard of Watatsumi Island is now secure.
Nice.
Great. We solved the Ronin problem and got everyone to look after us, too. But what's next? Let's go back and check with Kokumi.
Mm-hmm.
finally we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku wouldn't let us at him until now.
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here. I was putting the safety of the team first.
I respect it.
Oh, come on. You were just being a coward.
Oh, damn.
Hey, cut the attitude! These guys, honestly. Forget them. Let's go.
There we go. Alright, well, I guess I could just kind of warp on back over there. Nice! Okay, hello, Kokumi. We did the stuff.
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly?
Without a hitch.
I'm sure you're playing it down a little. Kotoku and the others put you through your paces, I presume.
Yeah.
But with your level of ability, I'm sure it was a walk in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're back, I take it that the Ronin are now gone from Watatsumi Island?
Yeah. At least the parts I was in.
You bet. We sure showed them who's boss.
Good. Now we just need to make sure Okubo keeps a close watch to prevent their resurgence. Thank you. I believe in rewarding merit, so you will be compensated for your hard work. Let me see. Too soon for another promotion, I think. I could increase your pay.
Where did Teppei go?
I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise attack against the Shogun's navy. He expressed a desire to be on the front line, so I honored his wishes.
Okay.
Now, speaking of assignments, I have a special mission I'd like to give you.
Okay.
A special mission?
What would that be?
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tatarasuna, there are some ruins relating to a god who fell in the Archon War. There are several small islands there, often used as a transit point when transporting supplies.
A god who fell in the Archon War. I wonder if this is referring to the original Electro Archon.
Recently, however, supplies stored there have started to go missing for no obvious reason.
But then again, she could just say the previous Archon who died during the Archon War, so that might not be the case.
Stranger still, the Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of danger. I'd like to task you with getting to the bottom of this. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. I suggest you take a few days to familiarize yourselves with the army, and also with Watatsumi Island.
Ah. This is our chance to run around and explore and stuff.
When Teppei returns, you can catch up with him. Then pick a day when the weather's good to set sail for the islands.
Is Teppei really gonna be okay? He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help but feel a little worried about him. Oh, why don't we go wait for him at the training grounds?
I don't want to go back there. If you're talking about where the lightning is, I don't want to go there.
Long time no see.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's at this place. Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone?
Well enough.
Well, you're in luck, because this seasoned veteran's got a few leadership tips for you.
Uh-oh.
Raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline at all times, and finally... wait. What was it? What was it?
Sounds like you read this out of a book or got bad advice from someone else.
Wow, where'd you learn all that, Teppei?
I read it in a novel from the Yae
There we
Publishing
go.
House. It was a long time ago. You wouldn't believe how many doggo it took to convince my friend to let me borrow it.
I just called one of Yae's books bad. Oh shit, my bad. I only said it because you can't always afford to raise someone's pay to boost morale. That's not... I mean, yeah, but it's not how it works. You can't just be like, oh man, my guys are not doing so hot. You get bonus money. Feel better now. It's like, with what money?
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty sure that's called being an armchair general.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you.
You too?
You'd better believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the captain of my very own Special Operations Unit.
Congrats, Teppei?
It's a brand new unit, Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right?
I have thoughts.
I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. Oh, I can't wait to put them on. We're really gonna look the part. Ah, everything's going great. Our mystery sponsor supplies have really helped turn things around.
Will Paimon get a uniform too?
No. Not a chance.
Of course. You're a recognized member of the Watatsumi Island Resistance.
You can't promise that.
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. All right, I better go. See you again soon. You'd better watch out, partner. At the rate I'm going, I'll overtake you if you're not careful.
Ha! In your dreams, mister!
I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my game right now. This is my time to shine.
Shine on, you crazy diamond. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Teppei! No!
Paimon's so surprised that Teppei's been made a platoon captain. He must have been working super hard. Let's take a break, then go check out these Archon war ruins.
Teppei has that like little bro energy where you give them the second console controller that's not actually plugged into the game and they think they're playing. I feel like there has to be something more to this. Or is it literally just him getting everything that he wants and he can still be semi-arrogant and not learn from it? It's kind of weird, in my opinion, but... Or at least how they're sharing this story. Like, it makes you feel like something's going to happen. and I'm like waiting for it to happen. But he keeps being lifted up higher and higher and higher. So either things are not as they seem, or it's just very bland and whatever, he gets what he wants, or he's being lifted up so there could be a big crash and burn. So this is cool that we have some ancient ruin stuff. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say before I got rudely interrupted by... Oh. Okay, Paimon.
These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
You don't say. Oh boy. The thing that I was going to say is that... Shit, what was I going to say? Archon quest stuff. This is the third act. This is usually like the main like thing... what's it? I don't know how we're going to like... Either this is really long, or things are going to get amplified.
Lightning flash!
When I practice my spells in weather like this...
Okay.
Was it drawn up by the electro energy?
Oh. Now we got this.
Flood of frost!
Thank you, camera. I can't see a thing.
Yeah, I condemn you!
Got it. We good.
Phew. Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But what's such a huge Thunderhelm Lodge doing here in the first place?
You know, just doing his thing.
It doesn't make any sense. Also, the atmosphere here gives Paimon the creeps.
Yeah? Is it all the lightning?
Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Teppei, what are you doing here?
Wow, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here.
You have a cough now, all of a sudden. What's up with that? Second time you coughed in front of us.
I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
You working yourself ragged? Is that what this is about? You dying? Spilled beans.
Are you alright there, buddy? You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
Is his hair grayer too, or is that just the lighting? What's happening with this guy?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come and take a look.
I will admit I do like Teppei's voice actor though, because right now he definitely his voice is, it actually sounds a little worse for wear. Not in quality wise or in acting wise, but like he does actually sound like he's sick. Beyond just coughing every once in a while.
If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. Guess I came here for nothing.
Teppei, don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it. It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Orobashi's remains?
Orobashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Oh, damn. I did not notice that before. Huh.
Ah, it's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
It's kind of cool.
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today.
Whoa. Enkanomiya drop. Brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. So Watatsumi Island used to be a part of Enkanomiya? Or just the people that now reside on Watatsumi Island are descendants of those from Enkanomiya? Or both. Either way. That's cool though. This is a freaking spine. There's its head. Ooh.
Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi.
Okay.
That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
I'm gonna have to look at that gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, remember when she was going to slash me through the back when I was on the ground in front of her getting my ass kicked? She was going to make a gorge out of me.
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too.
I'm trying to remember where I heard it before, though. I think it was in her teaser. The Raiden Shogun had a sister, right? That has to be the person that she lost. And was that sister the original Electro Archon? Something like that? I guess I'll find out, but I imagine something like that.
Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. Alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment.
I think you're overexerting yourself.
You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good.
Oh. Is that why you're all messed up? Take care of yourself.
Hey, don't worry about me. Peak condition.
Okay, well, you didn't have to say that last part. That's a lie. That's just...
Teppei's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi.
So far, I'm enjoying it. The last Archon quest did feel significantly shorter than other stuff that I've done for Archon quest related stuff, but at the same time, it was jam-packed with story, and it got it moving from one place to the next very successfully and hooked me. So I don't think it was bad, you know? I can see why people would be like, it was too quick, but it still told its part of the story very well. Just because something's quick doesn't make it bad. Just because something is made long doesn't make it good. I'd rather have something quick and to the point while telling a good story rather than something longer and filled with filler that is not important. Because I could have had 10 more conversations with different people during that, and I would have just not cared or have been bored. I don't really know what the big deal would have been if people did complain about it. Not saying they did, but I got the impression that some people aren't a huge fan because of things just kind of whatever in Inazuma. I've heard that from a few sources. But I don't know. I'm liking it. Okay. There's Kokomi and Goro. Probably something crazy.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
Okay, yeah, there's a... Okay, yep, this isn't good.
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokumi, Goro, what's going on?
Oh god, they wrote COVID into Genshin Impact. This is awful. This is just... I can't believe this.
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging.
Oh, no wonder his hair was gray. I was wondering if it was grayer. Huh.
I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor.
Oh no. Did we get bamboozled? Was this not from an ally? It was a trap the whole time. That's crazy.
Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately. Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Oh dear.
Do you know something about this?
I'll be honest. First off, I feel really dumb. And that's because I don't know how, but with everything else going on, I completely forgot that the Fatui existed. I remember being in Inazuma and there being a reference to the Fatui. I think about referring to Signora, I think, because they mentioned like some woman. And I was like, could that be Signora? Maybe. And then I just kind of let it go, and I got wrapped up in this whole Vision Hunt decree, resistance, war stuff. Of course the Fatui are going to still be here doing things. Adoy. Me. I'm like, not that it would have mattered. If I knew earlier, it wouldn't have mattered, because it's not like I had a choice to be like, no, don't look at the weapon. Like, that wasn't an option, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But still, it's like I didn't put two and two together. I didn't bother to put two and two together. Oh yeah, a mysterious organization just lends you a bunch of gear. I immediately thought positive and thought it was the Kamisatos just trying to lend a hand without actually getting too involved. You know, because sometimes when wars happen, you have alliances, and although those countries or nation, whatever, aren't directly fighting the enemy, they are still supplying goods and stuff in order to help them and boost their chances. So I thought that was just a way for the Kamisatos to anonymously assist these guys. I fell for it. I completely forgot about the Fatui being a thing here and possibly doing things with shenanigans. Here we go. It's a Fatui delusion.
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
Yep.
But why would the Fatui do this?
'Cause they don't like you. Actually, I don't know why. You feel like they would do it. Maybe they're doing it to both sides? Maybe the Shogunate are also suffering from these effects now? Maybe they want to weaken everyone so it's easier for them to get to the Raiden Shogun? Because I don't know how weakening the people who have their backs against the wall helps them get the Gnosis from the Raiden Shogun. Unless if they made a deal to assist in dwindling the resistance forces, and then ooh, maybe.
Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be in time to save them.
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms...
Teppei.
No! Surely he can't have...
Bro suffering from the AGE. That's age.
Let's go check on him.
Alright. Anything else you want to say?
Girl, let's go to the resistance camp ourselves. The use of delusions has to stop right away.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Okay. Teppei over here? In the bushes? Teppei? Oh, Teppei! Oh, his hair is white! Oh? Oh no! Oh, that's acting real. That's real quick. Oh.
Teppei!
Hey. So, you know how before I said I wanted Teppei to get wrecked? Not like this. This is different. This has nothing to do with being arrogant and legacy and trying to be like and trying to treat this war as a competition. This is just straight up like rules being broken, freaking war crime shit using like this, like, not like this. Now I feel bad.
Oh. Hey guys, what are you doing here?
You know, not aging as fast as you.
Just a moment. Let me get up. Ugh. It's weird. I don't know where all my strength's gone.
Teppei, you have to tell me what's been going on with you.
Hmm?
What do you mean,
Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me.
Because you're using a delusion? Oh man, he did talk about, oh, it's all coming together. When we first met him and stuff, he was talking about if he had a vision, he'd be able to take on people, and I had to say the thing where it's like, you know, or he could just get good because they're not using visions against him. Like, oh man. Dude grabbed a delusion and he's getting his freaking life sucked out from it or some shit. It's making him stronger. Or at least it was initially, and now these are the side effects. Is my guess.
If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
Tell me about this weapon.
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. They said they were with our supporters.
Dude, you don't take things from strangers.
They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, this secret weapon will answer my call.
If they pulled up in a white van and said they had candy, would you just hop in? What the hell's wrong with you?
It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference.
This is a delusion.
Delusion? Oh god. doesn't sound very good.
It's not. Not for you.
So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision?
A delusion drains the user's life force. Yeah. You screwed yourself, man.
Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread.
It's called dying. Probably. I think you're feeling like you're dying. Not that dying is always a sense of dread, but like, you know. In this case, in a very unnatural way.
At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry.
Mm-hmm.
This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you.
Really, game? You're gonna make me feel bad for Teppei? You're just gonna punch me in the feels like that?
Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all. Hey, would you do something for me?
What?
When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change together.
Yeah. Okay, Teppei.
What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
Bruh.
Teppei.
The Fatui.
Hey, where are you going? Hey!
You ready? Oh, I hope so. Because I have a thing to say. And some might consider this a hot take. I don't. Guys. Fuck the Fatui. Now, I know I gave Teppei crap throughout the entirety of this Archon quest, the previous act, since we've met him, but I thought he was an interesting character. He's a good guy, and of course I'm just like, Teppei, why are you so obsessed with your legacy? Why are you so obsessed with treating it like a competition, like a challenge, trying to rise up the ranks, becoming legendary? You're supposed to be thinking about the bigger picture. It's a whole team effort. Use your skills in a way that's going to benefit everybody, not just yourself. And of course, he's not a bad guy, and of course he wants to do what's best for the Resistance. It's just how it was portrayed to me earlier on that I was like, oh man, this freaking guy, I don't understand whether or not he gets it. But he does. He just wanted to make a difference, and in truth, he did. He did make a difference. And he died doing it because of that theme of him wanting the power to do so. And of course not realizing what it was doing to him in return in time. Teppei's death really sucks. But it's such a powerful and good moment to have in this story to amp you up, to motivate you to go and kick some serious Fatui ass. This is big. This is good. I like this. I'm sad, but I like this. And also, as I've said previously, fuck the Fatui. Thank you. Have a good day. Back to the video. Oh man, now I want to destroy Fatui members. Give me someone to fight. Would we see Scaramouche now? Signora could be here. Let me fight Signora. I know that I'm supposed to fight her at some point, right? But like, is it this soon?
How's Teppei's condition?
Oh, you know, dying. How could none of us have noticed? Yeah, he's taking a sudden turn for the worse.
I have put out the order to seize all delusions.
Good.
The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Yeah, people are dropping now, huh?
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition.
Good job, Goro.
The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
That's crazy. I get it. It makes them feel more power than they've ever had before, probably. Like, they don't just feel like normal soldiers anymore. They can actually do things. But it's a small burst. It's not for long term, and that's the bad thing.
Okay. I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line.
Damn, Kokomi going to the front line. Okay. Respect.
This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
I'll go confront the Fatui directly.
No, it's too dangerous.
I do not care.
The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders.
Can I at least destroy the production of delusions? Prevent them from spreading further?
To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to stop them, we
Yeah.
have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded.
Lucky for you, I have a sword.
It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
There's no time for that.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice.
Yeah, we gotta do things now.
If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Let me think.
This is like super operative, like go in, take things out mission. This is like, yeah, suicide mission. If that's what it has to be, that's what it is.
I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials.
Mm-hmm.
Not many places meet these criteria, and if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island.
Nice thinking and triangulating skills.
I'm not going to stop you, but please, be careful.
Mm-hmm.
We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Okay, let's go.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Okay. Look for the person running the factory. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Hands are about to be thrown.
Let's move.
There we go. That's what we need.
Take this!
Okay. Okay. I probably should have made more food before coming down here and dealing with this.
Is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanye Commission are...
I see through you.
The situation of the Inazuman civil war is presently uncertain. The longer this conflict drags on, the more advantageous our position will be. To deepen the resistance's reliance on delusions, to fan the flames of war, and steel the resolve of their leadership on both sides to continue fighting. I call upon all available comrades to assist the work of 2nd Naval Lieutenant Nathan in dashing Sangonomia's hopes for a quick victory. Nathan. If there are any accidents, assist in 2nd Lieutenant Nathan's escape, and silence all who might reveal our infiltration into their ranks. This mission is of vital importance to securing our supply of delusions. Not a single detail may be overlooked. Okay. What's over here?
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We better watch our step or we might get hit.
Oh boy, I might get myself wrecked if I do have to go up against like a really hard boss. If it's just like a Fatui agent guy, I might be fine, but if it's someone more important than that, I might have trouble. Okay. And is this the room? This is the room. Okay. Okay. Open the door.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive! Put your back into
Ow.
Blood of frost.
Now this idiot must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Oh, they just said Harbinger will be here soon.
Crush. Yes.
Take this!
Oh god.
Fate is upon you.
I'm the frying pan. It's
Shudder.
Okay.
Winter shall eventually.
Oh man.
You actually managed to find this place.
Oh!
Congratulations.
It's Scaramouche. Oh shit. Now, this is interesting because I reacted to the event where Scaramouche is first introduced, right? That's technically our first meeting. However, in my game, that's not a thing. So this is technically the first time meeting him in here. So I'm interesting. Anyway, I didn't think we were going to see this dude. I am so happy that I reacted to the Unreconciled Stars event. That being the first time we are to meet the Balladeer, Scaramouche, eventually Wanderer. It's very important that that happens, and I still think it's crazy how we can't replay past events. Sure, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal here. They present him just fine in this way, but getting a little bit of that hint of him earlier, of what he's just a part of and potentially capable of and how dangerous he is, and now he's here taunting us, it means so much more and is so much scarier. And Scaramouche is written great. He is an awesome villain. I just love the attitude that he has for being this kind of villain at this point in time in the game. Just chef's kiss. Mwah! I look forward to seeing him in the future, I guess. I say that now. We'll see.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Signora and Child?
Signora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer, number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor?
You're manufacturing delusions. You're giving delusions to the Resistance.
Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
Damn.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless.
Oof. Man. Yikes.
They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause. Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction.
Wow. That's a way to put it. Woof.
The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
He's not incompetent.
Hey, calm down!
No, I don't wanna. Oh.
No!
What?
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Yae Miko? What?
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on.
Yae Miko, I'm sorry. Just because you have pink hair, just because you have a sultry voice, just because you're seductive as hell, I'm a taken man. I'm with Ganyu. I can't partake in this thing that's happening right now. I'm not really sure. Look, I'm gonna pull for you. I'll pull for you. We just gotta take it easy. We gotta take it easy. Yae Miko?
Oh, you recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news.
This is quite the angle.
It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
I need answers.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
She does what she wants.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
How'd you save me from the balladeer? First of all, crazy moment. Like, way to show how menacing Scaramouche is. And the way he kind of views things and sees the world. And the scary part about it is, like, I get what he's saying. Not that I agree with it, but, like, I'm over here like, yeah, you could look at it that way, and yeah, like, you know, but that was some dark stuff. I am confused why I suddenly started to lose control of myself and fall into unconsciousness because I was angry, and it's making me like I'm kind of all over the place with that. Was that more so of the effects in the room feeding off of my anger, or was that something within me and the room combined that was more than just the emotion of anger? And the only thing I'm thinking of is, like, way back to Dragon Spine, where we have the weird residue in the glass after drinking the thing that Albedo makes for us, and he's just kind of like, essentially acknowledging that we're special too in a way. How'd you save me from the balladeer?
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
I keep saying balladeer. Is it balladeer? Because ballad? It would be balladeer, right? Didn't he say balladeer? I don't know. English is weird, guys.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me?
It is balladeer, because of ballad. My bad. I've been saying it wrong, guys. I don't know. You like to fabricate stories too, but you obviously did something.
Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
Thank you ever so much, Yae-sama.
I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words.
Actions do speak louder than words.
The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they?
Yeah, what happened next?
You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army.
Okay.
With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleague's behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth.
Right.
I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person, but alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me.
So this is why you rescued me.
You've met her, right?
You mean the Raiden Shogun?
I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes?
Oh. Oh, that's right! Right, the puppet. I forgot. Mm-hmm. And then how Scaramouche is essentially the failed prototype. Yeah, okay, yeah. Wow, I completely forgot about the puppet thing for a moment there. Oh, okay. You mean inside?
Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Yae.
Yae, that's right.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later?
Yes, Paimon, that's what she said. Thank you for repeating it.
And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
There were some subtle differences. But why go to such lengths?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet.
Right.
And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that. That she's in the sword. And that's what I wanted to say before. That I forgot about. It was one of the things I forgot about. The erosion. Because, like what Zhongli was saying, how erosion is kind of, you know, everything erodes. Including he will as well. He will too. Right? And the Raiden Shogun, by messing with this whole eternal thing, is essentially trying to combat that natural progression of things. That's some wild stuff. It's kind of badass, but like, whew, also very intense.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence.
Her mind palace.
She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.
Yep. Zhongli also mentioned erosion. It's one reason why he stepped down.
You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
That's one way to put it.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Kind of.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child.
Yeah.
Throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think?
Actually, Yae Miko, yeah, that's kind of where I was leaning against. I mean, I know I said it was badass. Like, the concept of that is badass. Like, her consciousness being in the sword and, like, her, like, preserving herself in her own mind, but using, like, a puppet body to fulfill this drive of wanting this eternal state. Like, that concept is cool, but her reasons for doing it could very much kind of like, nah, I don't like it, and then it's kind of like just, yeah, closes herself away, locks herself away from. It's like a weird way of simultaneously doing something you set out to do, but also running away from your problems at the same time. There's an interesting back and forth with that she's all about.
The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss.
Yep. I'm still not sure what you want me to do.
The truth is, we are on the same side.
Oh, that's good.
You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt Decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
Okay.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt Decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
Yes, Paimon.
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits.
I still have one question. Why me?
Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing.
Oh?
That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
I am that variable. That glitch in the simulation, if you will.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there.
Well, it's dark and spooky, and she chases you with her sword and hurts you a lot.
Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
Child, where? No, I'm kidding.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Oh, she got cut off. That's unfortunate. Come along now. You think Teppei's dead? Or at this point, he's just an old guy forever. Pretty wild.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined.
Hmm.
It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think?
Sure.
The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Well, I only survived because our good friend Toma threw a spear at her face, but yeah, sure. Oh, wow. Evade the device's skills within the time limit. Complete the challenge by not getting hit more than a certain number of times. Oh no.
Hmm? What's stopping you? Not still traumatized from your last encounter, are you?
No. A little bit. Okay. Well, here we go. Start challenge easy and hard. Well, we'll go easy first. Oh my god. Damn it. Can I jump when that happens? I wanna do hard mode. Oh boy! Ouch. Oh, and it just fails because I... Yae Yae, I'll be right back. I gotta heal. I'm sure my fight with the Raiden Shogun will be fine. One more time. How do you stop that? And I'm collecting fireflies as I dodge. What now? I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to dodge the big wave on the ground.
What a workout!
It was a little challenging.
So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
Hmm? You mean me?
No, Yae Miko. Santa Claus standing behind you.
Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
That's cool.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It's pretty sweet.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
I'd like to see that.
In your dreams.
I think she simultaneously made fun of me and outed me as a furry.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, Yae never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of euthymia.
That must feel bad.
Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal.
Right. Because if she doesn't say goodbye, it's like, yeah, I know, I get it. Oh man, that sucks for Yae, though.
By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least.
Yeah, but you bitter about that. She has taken a very one-sided view.
Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost.
Mm-hmm.
I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Fair enough. Hey, you guys are just doing your own respective jobs.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being?
I guess.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
Oh, there's a phase 2? Good.
There's a part 2?
Yeah, I guess so, Paimon.
If you get hit by the Muso no Hitotachi, that's it. It's game over. I would get training if I were you.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's the thing that, like, paralyzes me, right? Essentially, like, stops me from being able to use my stuff. I don't know.
Fate is upon you.
That was taking way too long to kill that guy.
Ruin.
Take this!
Okay. Okay, that was a little rough, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
But you're dead.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Oh, that's nice. It's good.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you?
What's your plan?
Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
They're no match for her either.
You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself...
Yeah, I kind of said that before. Like, if she decided to just show up, she would probably just nuke the area.
Considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
Paimon, that means almost nothing when comparing to Raiden Shogun shenanigans.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
So what is the plan?
Oh, goodness. Is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Okay. Like now, though, right?
All of this sudden, you're entertaining guests? Paimon's really struggling to understand how you work.
Hey, Roshi, did you know that you're eligible to have members? So now you can start making money.
$1.
What?
Yeah, the first level will be $1 for early access, and then $2.99 for all of that and exclusive uncut content.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I recommend your lowest tier should be starting at $4.99.
No.
You're an idiot.
That's right. And you can support this idiot today by signing up here or on my Patreon for deals that's better than most. Links in the description. Now, back to the video.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun, the ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
The Balladeer confirmed this. The Fatui did it to create the demand for delusions.
Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kujou commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
The Tenryou Commission is working for the Fatui. The Kujou Commission betrayed the shogunate long ago.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kujou commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun.
Who is this certain someone?
I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army.
Okay.
She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today.
Kujou Sara?
She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest.
You know, I was invited, kind of.
Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize him!
No, don't. Stop. No, don't.
Affirmative.
Kujou Sara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh. Yae, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
Yae Miko doesn't fuck around. She's... I love it. She's very much just like, I do what I want. And people are like, yeah, you do. And that's all there is to it.
All of you outside.
Ma'am, when you say outside, do you mean like down? Like all the way down? Because it was a long way up.
As you wish.
They're like, fuck, we gotta walk these stairs. Again.
Yae, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujou Sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
She called you like a tier 3 simp just now.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
That's what I'm saying. So I guess she does have her vision still. I haven't been looking to see if it's on her person, but like, yeah, you know.
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
Oh, she has it right there. Yeah.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujou clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujou clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yae, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujou clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun, at every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujou Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look.
She's just spitting right now. That's so true.
And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujou clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Sara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go, or...?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do, though? We only had 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Awaken the professional. Who the hell are we waking up? Proof of guilt. Go to the Chinju forest. Oh, is this the Tanuki thing? Well, he's not really asleep, but he is petrified. Find the helper who Yae Miko spoke of. Okay. So... over here somewhere. It's not the one I thought it was, but I saw the prompt. Oh! Sayu. Ah, that toy Tanuki had just turned into a human. What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before.
Not a Tanuki. I'm a Mujina.
I don't know what a Mujina is either.
I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato.
Ah, there's his name.
Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal.
Oh, easy, sure.
It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
Right.
You make it sound so simple, but...
What exactly is the evidence?
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information.
Please.
For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
The Yashiro Commission. I just gotta ask my friends.
Now you're following me. The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet, but with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
Okay. Toma, you still hiding in here? You better be. I got news.
Toma! Toma! You there?
Oh, Toma. There he is. There's our MVP.
What brings you here?
Oh, you know, trauma.
Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
The Resistance, they haven't aged well. I'm sorry.
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met.
Yep.
I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
Oh, really?
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
So, Raiden Shogun wants the Vision Hunt decree. That did not include going to war with people. That was literally just go around and enforce the taking of visions. But that wasn't like go to places and just start killing people that resist you. Like that was not part of the plan. So when they have to write their reports about what they're doing and their findings and all that stuff, they are making it seem like there is no war in Ba Sing Se. Kind of is what that's what I'm kind of understanding here. So they are technically just not telling her the full picture. And that actually, if that is the case, that does answer some of my questions, because I was like, how come the Ryan Shogun just doesn't go to this place and just annihilate everyone if this is what she wants? It's because it's not what she wants. She doesn't know that it's happening like that. Oh shit. Also, Sayu, you're not being very ninja right now. You are in plain sight of Ayaka. Like, she can see you. You are just hanging out. Anyway.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujou Takayuki.
And this is where the Kujou clan fucked up.
It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
Okay, Sayu's not hiding. I thought she just was. Not that she had a reason to, but I thought she was just trying to be sneaky. I don't know.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
I can do that. They'd all chase me. A distraction, you say?
Yoimiya's fireworks!
Oh. I mean, yeah, that'd work too.
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it.
No, they'd be like, what the heck's going on?
While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
She's just straight up sleeping.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this.
It's not been quite that long. It's only been like a couple days.
Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
He's going stir crazy.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt Decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
Okay.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
Oh, good boy, we're getting everyone involved. Okay.
Fireworks are more visible at night. If possible, I suggest you wait till after dark to put your plan into action.
Okay.
I really hope the plan works out.
Me too. Alrighty. Let's go find Yoimiya.
Yoimiya, we need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet.
Oh, we found a place.
May as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out.
Very kind to just hand over all that material that was used.
Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
This is an actual rocket at this point.
Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on! What's the worst that could happen?
It could explode early and we get really hurt.
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya.
I don't think it would, but I'm just saying.
Well, we got
anything else you want?
No, just seeing if there are any other dialogue options. Alright. Wait for midnight. Alright. Time to set up this firework.
You!
Oh!
The warrant is for your arrest! Freeze!
Well, there wasn't a stealth thing, so I didn't think that was gonna happen. Huh. We're gonna go underneath. You don't have guards down here now, do you? No, you do not. Aha!
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught.
It already happened to me.
We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside.
We'll just have to trust Yae Yae.
After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay?
Okay.
Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me.
I'll do my best. No promises, Lily.
Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
There's no guards looking at me. Oh, okay. Whee!
Firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off.
Oh, flee the scene.
You are
Oh, right.
officially nuts.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
I'm going. Where am I going? Oh, no!
Stay alert! Stay alert!
No! I got away. Give me that. Ah! Get inside!
Well, how did it go?
Sayu's dead. I'm not sure.
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
Right. After some time.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning.
It's the most she's moved in a year.
No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious.
She swiped everything.
Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
Good job. You did it.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui.
Yep.
It seems that Kujou Yae was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Kujou Yae. I trust you will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui and Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Mm-hmm. When she wields her own consciousness, it's very dangerous.
Again, we'll just have to trust Kujou Yae. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yae soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Okay. Let's do that thing you said. Guys?
Mind yourself against the Raiden Shogun.
Understood.
That Kujou Yae. She is such an enigma.
True. Oh, here we go.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Here.
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
You betcha.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sara. She can examine them for herself.
What is this?
Oh. Okay. Praise be to the great and excellent Ogosho, the almighty shogun, whose glorious lightning fills the skies. May your eternal way spread to the furthest seas, and may your mighty name resound like thunder in every corner of the realm. Reports submitted by Tenryou Commissioner Takayuki of the Kenjo clan. The Vision Hunt decree proceeds at great pace and without obstacle. By the grace and might of your excellency, the wayward have been quashed, and the deserters have returned. All in the land bow to your will with reverence and gratitude in their hearts. Peace now endures throughout the land of Inazuma, thanks to the divine power of your excellency. Bullshit.
I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujou clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention?
Yeah, see, about that, he doesn't care.
Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
Because the person that you're, like, obsessed over doesn't know.
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Ooh.
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
I like how Yae just like, yes. Alright, I guess I have to say it. I already said it before. I am really enjoying Yae character. Because she just exudes all this confidence. She's super blunt. And she's girl bossing it. I don't know. It's awesome. She's like just a really cool character.
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujou clan kept this a secret from the Shogun too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Oh boy.
Kujou Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway.
The Shogun's army is without a leader for now. If we follow her, we might meet the right Shogun.
Yep. Let's catch up with her.
Okay.
Hold on, traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Okay.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct?
Correct.
You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day.
Oh.
If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need.
I'll do my best.
Take this with you as a farewell gift.
Okay.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you.
Thank you. I will treasure it.
If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye.
Oh. Is this like an item that you can use to like get out of that paralysis state that she kind of puts you in? Like when she locks up your abilities?
Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you?
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
I mean, I don't think it'd be that bad pulling that out and Yae just kind of sort of appears.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki.
Thanks.
But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly clear.
Good.
Don't mind me. I'm just hanging out with my good friend Kujou Sara. Nothing bad gonna happen here. Nothing crazy. Why, but I don't know why it's like a domain. Are we gonna get attacked by guards or something?
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top.
We are.
No one is allowed to
Oh, I'm her.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Storm the front!
Who goes there? Soldier here!
Flash!
Written in the stars.
Again.
Oop,
I'm
oop.
at my limit.
I can't move. I was trying to do that. There we go. That was weird at the end there.
Stop! Sara, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
You sound like a douche.
Master,
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters? You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryou Commission really betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed, and all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the Kujou clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who will tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sara.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
'Cause he greedy.
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. what could they possibly hope to achieve?
Bruh, you have no clue.
When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
So, he doesn't see it as betraying her. Because he's just like, she'll just do what she wants and get rid of her problems if she needs to. He's just overconfident in her power.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact, he seems to be way too into it.
He seems very into it.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujou clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujou clan. So you were scared that I would betray you one day? You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujou clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that. As would the former head of our clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujou clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
Well, let's see what Kujou Sara thinks.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path?
Me.
But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways.
Got him.
So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
And since he's so confident that he's going to be fine, he shouldn't stop you or feel worried about it.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish.
Oh, there you go.
The Kujou clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Signora.
Okay. Signora is here. Oh shit.
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her again!
She's been behind a lot of it. Like, all of it so far. I mean, Child was involved too, but he was kind of doing his own thing. You know what I mean? She's kind of a problem, Paimon.
Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman.
Oh, that's...
We should have known.
That's... Yeah, okay, that's what it was. It was with the Kanjo Commissioner. Right, I was like, who was talking about her again? I kind of forgot about that. Alright. I knew that they referred to Signora, right? Or at least that was my feeling. Alright, yep, okay, so she definitely is here.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Okay.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now?
Either way, we have a score to settle with Signora. We do.
Say that again! Alright then, let's do this!
Oh, let me fight her. I don't stand a chance. Let me fight her. She's gonna kick my ass. Was this a Kujou Sara thing, or was this a... think she just kicked this guy's ass to get through. Yep. Wow. I like this. I like how, like, intense they're making Kujou Sara right now. She is just cruising through all of these guards. Tenshikaku! This is where the Raiden Shogun dwells. If your guess isn't off, you are about to meet Signora again. Here we go. All right. Duel before the throne. Talk to Signora. And Raiden's there. Gonna make this dramatic. Hey, Signora. I got beef. Raiden. I'm still terrified of you. I have felt a lot of aggression. And other things. But a lot of aggression towards Signora.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshikaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market.
Damn. Oh, there's Kujou Sara. She's looking great. Fuck.
Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujou Sara?
She's just napping.
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun.
Signora!
I know. You can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow.
To be fair, you kind of did that to me first. It's only now I was trying... Anyway. You're secretly distributing delusions. You're trying to seize control of Inazuma.
Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun?
Yes.
I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bullshit.
She doesn't take us seriously at all.
For all who have lost their visions. For all who have been harmed by delusions.
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity.
Alright.
Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong.
For Venti's Gnosis. And for the people of Liyue, you imperiled.
That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge.
Oh, lady, you have no idea.
The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all.
And that's what I mean when I talk about the Fatui. They have a reason. Perhaps it's a good one. This ain't the way to go about it, Chief. It's time for me to put a stop to this.
You stop me?
It wasn't a joke. I was being serious.
For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well.
Damn.
But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy.
I'm full of surprises.
Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully.
Well, I'm considering them. Fuck you.
Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging?
Or what if I'm so far down the hole that there's no chance of me climbing out anyway, so I'm gonna make sure I bury you with me, bitch!
I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
Damn. Yo, that's badass. She's just like, yep, do it.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
I think this is the part where you die, then.
Traveler!
Because I got a lot more game left, lady.
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part!
Oh, that's like we're getting married. That's nice. That's not really. I don't want to get married to you. Oh.
A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Okay. I like how I have half health. Oh, oh, oh. What is this? What is that? What are these things? Oh. Ow.
Into the frozen void.
Oh. Ow. What if I hit it with something like that?
Into the frozen void.
Oh. Hi. I don't even know if this is what I'm supposed to do, but I hope it is. Anything? This music is badass. I'm gonna have to go back and actually listen to it.
Shudder.
Okay.
Beg for mercy. You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew.
Oh.
Wait my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid.
I see. Those things help me get warm again. Could I have used Xiangling in that moment? Maybe? If it was just pyro in general? But anyway, doesn't matter. Okay. Just coming out of it like a cocoon or something? That's what it's reminding me of. There are butterflies, so it makes sense. Oh, okay. Crimson Witch of Embers. So she is like a butterfly moth bug thing now. Okay, cool. Wow, she's terrifying.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering.
This game is freaking out right now.
Of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated. Thunderclap!
Delved into destiny.
Shudder! Flood of frost! Lightning flash! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Ow.
Fate is upon you.
Oh, she like
Not every
stopped me with
wound
that.
will heal.
Yeah, I know. Someone just leave scars.
Beg for mercy.
Oh, it's a big tornado. That's a big old tornado.
More speed. Well met.
Ow. Okay. I need you to come out of that form of yours. Where'd you go? God, why are you over there now? You're really pissing me off with this.
Who dares call me a witch?
Oh. Oh, she's meteored me.
Even ashes will remain. Here.
Let me scry.
Shudder. Take this. Following thunder.
Die already. Oh. Oh.
So strong. But
Thank you.
not how.
My brain feels numb. Raiden?
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma.
Oh shit.
I order you, and you, filthy rats, all of you.
Oh!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Bro. Wow. What a moment. Okay. So... Oh boy. This was nuts. Leading up to this, with the whole Kujou Sara thing, running up the steps, seeing all these guards that she knocked out just to get in the room to see her unconscious. Signora having taken care of her in negotiations with Raiden right there. And then, of course, we have something to say. For once, congratulations, Ether. Anyway, yeah, so that happened. Signora's gone. She's dead now. And boy, wow. I do have to say that maybe some of you are not going to be too happy about this, but it's the truth, and I just have to tell you. This was extremely shocking in the way that it happened, because I did not know that it was going to happen in this way. However, I did know that Signora was going to die in Inazuma. I did know that. And this isn't anyone's fault. This was leaked. This was spoiled to me since before I started playing the game. This happened when I reacted to one of my very first Genshin Impact reaction videos. When I was talking about Epoch Winter, I believe it's called. The fan-made music video. And I was just theorizing based on the music and all that stuff. And of course, a lot of people in the comments section are like, "Rip Signora." So I knew at some point in time, eventually later on, learned that it was going to happen in Inazuma because she doesn't appear elsewhere after that. Or she becomes a boss material, you know, like that whole thing. I do know that's a thing. So I knew for quite a while, since before the game started, that Signora was going to die. So this is not a big shock in the way that it surprises me that it happened, but how it happened is how I am reeling back from all this in this moment. I didn't know that it was going to be Raiden. I thought it was going to be us. Technically, we did beat her in a fight, but, you know, she got a little out of hand, lashed out, and Raiden put her in her place. So, and that's just how it is. But, man, it's crazy to have such a big villain character to just completely be gone now. And, in my opinion, this was done very well. I think I have reasons to look more into Signora now. And perhaps that could lead to a video about her in the future. Let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd be interested in. Anyway, let's continue. Duel before the throne. Oh. I can't move. I can't do anything. I think... I can't... I'm... Is this part of the thing? Because I can't run? I can't pause? I'm just... Signora is slain. Was that part of it? Just walking? Okay.
Strike from the Shogun and now Signora's gone.
Yeah, it's just part of it. It's oh my god.
She deserved. But Paimon's still...
What?
Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this.
What's happening? This is very new.
Feels unsettled.
I am... Oh no.
Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
Miko's plan.
So, to recap, Yae Miko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god.
Yeah, that's where we have to go.
Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air.
Oh!
Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent.
It's so noisy outside.
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
Yeah, sure, Paimon. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Freaking Kazuha. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh, that's sick! We're going in. Oh. Hi, A. What's up?
So, we meet again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. Oh, wow. Well, I can't even talk about Signora because I got this now. I
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again?
Buh.
Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me?
The Fatui have deceived the Ryan Shogun. The Vision Hunt Decree should never have existed. The Vision Hunt Decree should never have existed.
Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt Decree.
You know everything that's going on outside?
Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt Decree has my tacit approval.
Mm-hmm.
The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago.
It comes at a great cost to the people of Inazuma.
Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity.
What a dick thing to say.
What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away.
That's bullshit. Because with it taken away, they have no ambition. And what life do they have to live at that point?
Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not?
Teppei.
Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity.
Hell yeah.
So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf.
This is your plane of euthymia? Is it created by your consciousness? Yes?
That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well.
I've had some people explain it to me a couple times.
Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you?
I'm not here to debate your ideas. I'm here to demolish them.
So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
Okay.
Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler?
Here we go. Ow. She hit me, she hit me.
Yeah.
Written in the
You
stars.
are an enemy that requires special attention.
Nice and spicy.
Vengeance
Evasion
will
is
be
futile.
mine. Eye for an eye.
Thunderclap! Take this!
Instabilities will be removed.
Oh, she did the thing.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Strike dead.
Oh, okay. You know what?
This ends now.
Does this come into play, or do I have to get my butt kicked first? I can't do anything with this. I thought maybe this would help me. Do I have to literally, like, die first? Okay. Yes, okay.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Yep.
Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
Everyone's ambition. Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool.
Abolish the Vision Hunt decree.
Okay. Their wishes.
Decided by destiny.
Yours too.
All will
Let
be
us
severed. This world,
I condemn you.
fleeting shadow.
More speed.
Here! Following thunder!
Leave my space.
Oh. Oh god, I'm getting rattled.
Shadows of fate.
Bubba, get them.
Written in the stars.
Lightning flash!
Oh, where'd she go? Whoa! Oh, wow.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Oh, God.
Crush.
All will be severed. Your verdict is decided. Thunder. This world, a fleeting shadow.
Decided by destiny. Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye.
Okay. Whew. Stage 1, I guess, maybe? Okay. What happens now?
You've lost, eh?
There's no way it's over. There's no way it's over.
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out.
When people move forward with all their might, they can surpass the gods' expectations, and even take over the work of the gods.
Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue?
Yes.
There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward.
Yeah.
So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way.
You don't know that. Uh-oh.
When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned.
Damn.
When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity?
Also kind of like, damn.
Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words.
Nuh-uh, she right.
Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions?
Yeah.
Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
'Cause she right.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Great. I guess I did the thing.
But, with regards to eternity and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
The end here really ramped up. It's been going at a breakneck speed between the whole Signora thing and then fighting Raiden Shogun. And the cutscene that happens, all these cutscenes within this are just incredible, done really well. We got to see, oh man, the sequence of leaving the Tenshoku Temple, whatever it's called, and just how, just the energy that Raiden is putting off. I guess that's just kind of putting us in a daze as we're walking by. And the fact that she's like, I'm gonna let you leave alive. Yeah, the moment we step out the gate, we technically left, so we don't have to be alive anymore. But luckily, we had the gang show up. Kazuha, freaking baller. Just such an excellent moment. Isn't that the slash? What she's doing right there? Isn't that what created the gorge in the world of Inazauma? Like, isn't that the same thing? Is that the same thing? Because if that's the same thing, my boy blocked that shit. What a Chad. Okay, anyway, moving on from that. Just going into the euthymia again, seeing Raiden Shogun. Not her puppet anymore, but her. And having that conflict again, and how it's seeming like a repeat of before, how you're just kind of getting wrecked and she's canceling all your stuff. And then Yae Miko. I mean, the whole sequence was great, and I really, really enjoyed just going from A to B with these events in place. And ultimately, at the end of this whole thing right here, I 100% agree with Yae Miko and her outlook and her opinions of Raiden and everything. Raiden Shogun is a child. She has the mentality, she has the emotions, she has the logic of a freaking child. And I'm not even saying that to insult her. If you're gonna get mad, blame Yae Miko, she said it first. But anyway, I'm just saying, I agree with that because it's true. She's essentially throwing a tantrum in her own weird way, and she's doing her whole eternal thing, and she doesn't even know what eternity is. Her definition of eternity. We come to find that out in her story quest. So it's, you know what I mean? Like, this is very, very interesting to me. These are very imperfect characters, and I love that. I love that because it's so much more to look into. Yes, she's a badass. Yes, she's strong and has all this power, but she has no grasp on reality. And it's amazing. I love what they've done here. There's just so much to talk about that maybe some other time I can get more in depth with it. But please, in the comments below, tell me what you think about all these characters. Kazuha blocking the thing. Even before that, Signora stuff. I'm not sure if I asked you about that before. The whole Raiden Shogun thing, Yae Miko, their relationship, all this stuff. If you have any thoughts about these characters that you'd like to share, then please do so in the comment section down below. So much just happened. Oh.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished?
It's all thanks to Yae Miko.
Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So, maybe the reason Yae Miko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
It was the spur of the moment thing. I don't know what came over me. Spur of the moment thing.
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations.
Thank you, I guess.
Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Thank you for recognizing my abilities.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once.
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple times. They've gotten farther with some of their plans, but I mean...
They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another notice.
Yeah. Maybe. I guess? That's... Yeah, we didn't see anything related to... Okay, now I'm concerned. I'm going to... right now be like, yeah, you're right.
Wait a second. Did you say gnosis?
Oh no.
As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
Oh, no. Okay. Raiden doesn't have hers, does she?
What's wrong?
Does Scaramouche have it? Or something?
I handed that over.
What? Huh? What? Excuse me? You have some explaining to do. What?
You did what now?
What she said.
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the balladeer exactly?
I was trying to think about what she could have done because she just straight up walked up all nonchalantly. I didn't think Yae would have the Gnosis on her. I wasn't anywhere near thinking of that as being the reason. Fuck, man. Why were you holding it? Just because you're the familiar? That's not... I thought that shit was like inside of her. She needed room for her sword, so she pulled that shit. I get it. God damn it. The Gnosis is long gone then?
The balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora.
Yeah, glad you gave him the Gnosis, I guess.
I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
Right.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
That's okay, Paimon. You don't have to talk. It's fine. Yeah, but why was the Gnosis in your hands?
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it.
Right.
As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since.
Because I guess the puppet's not gonna... Because A's consciousness is in the euthymia. And the Gnosis is a physical thing. And the puppet can't have it because the puppet itself is not the Archon. It's just like a vessel thing. So Yae carries it. Okay.
She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia.
Right. Okay. So what was all the bullshit she was saying that I'm closer to the heavenly principles because of blah 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 blah? Even though Yae did call her out on that bullshit at the time. So, okay.
Thus the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict.
Yeah, because the Fatui would always try to get a hold of it and come back and cause problems. So it's like, if they just get what they want, they just peace out.
Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
That's only because you don't know what they're going to do with it yet, but...
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
True. I am pretty cool and stuff, special even. No wonder we haven't seen the balladeer since. Never knew I could fetch such a high price.
Well, what's done is done, and Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
Yeah.
It's to thank you.
You're welcome.
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not?
There's a lot more stuff I have to do in Inazuma, actually. This Archon quest stuff takes place really early and everything else that happens here. So, but anyway, sure.
As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
Right. Because we do this with Venti, we do this with Zhongli, but now we're doing it with her. Which I was not expecting that either, but cool. About the Shogun puppet.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins.
Interesting. Huh. That gives me some ideas.
Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know.
Mm-hmm.
Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
I do know that this is Scaramouche.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Do they actually reveal that it is the Balladeer? The Balladeer?
Not the Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications.
Surely you don't mean...
The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
Wow, okay, so this is where they tell you straight up. Awesome.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny?
About the former Raiden... the former Raiden Shogun.
I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Well, I imagine the first one died during the fall of the fall of Conria. I imagine the majority of the Archons fell during that time.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or Shadow Warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto.
Okay. Makoto. Yeah, this is my first time ever hearing her actual name, I think.
As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them, right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Yep. That was when Conria declared war. Or the other way around. When war between the things happened.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
We straight up said... Bruh. Okay. Wow. This is confirming that. Kind of. It's... Okay. Conria.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
About my sister.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process.
Having met her, I don't believe she was the one.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Yeah, it'd be a little awkward.
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all.
Thank you, Miko.
As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it, and I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban.
Thank you very much. One of the first people to actually be like, yeah, we'll do something about that, or we'll try. I mean, in Liyue, they're like, yeah, we'll hang up your missing person posters. That was our fault, though. We could have asked for much more help than that. Yeah, cool. Nice. Supportive. Great.
I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you.
Thank you. Even though we technically have already found her and we know that she doesn't want us to go mess with her stuff, but of course, being a brother, you'd still want to find your sister regardless what she told you. It's just it's what we do. About the next stop on my journey.
After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example... In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
I feel like Kusanali's going to be a name that's going to come up. Because it's Sumeru related. And, yeah.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her.
Oh! I wasn't aware of that.
I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
Well, that's neat. I have no more questions.
Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the omamori I gave you?
Of course. I'll keep it in a safe place.
Keep it safe? Is that all you intend to do with it?
What else should I do with it? I don't know what, like... I don't really have a home where I could hang it up on anything. I'm just kind of walking around.
There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world.
Oh.
Telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
You're right. That's what I should do with it. That's definitely what I should do. Ganyu would not approve.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, well, Paimon, let's not get crazy. I'm sure a lot of people would do that.
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
To be reunited with my sister, I guess?
I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
That is a very interesting thing to bring up. Our goal has only been to be reunited with our sister. which personally I think is pretty important. But we've been in this world for quite a bit now. There's so much more going on. It's hard to just be like, we're just here to get my sister and freaking leave. Especially when she's just kind of like, nah, that's not going to happen anymore, bro. Good luck figuring out what it is you want to do on your journey. Damn. I'm over here with Lumine chasing her ambition, doing the whole freaking thing, and I'm over here just faffing about. Goddamn. And that's it. That was Chapter 2, Act 3 complete. And there it is. That's the conclusion to Act 3 of Inazuma's Archon quest. Wrapped up in a nice little bow. And man, what a emotionally, mentally, just overall exhausting ride. Not in a bad way, but in a so many things happened, especially towards the end, where it was all just kind of shoved in there and it was nuts. I understand that this is not everyone's cup of tea. It does feel like some things were rushed here and there, and I could get into that a little more. However, playing this in the moment, as you can tell, I was pretty into it. It was a lot of fun. It was cool. I got to do cool things. I fought Signora. I met Scaramouche before that again. And the whole Yae Miko thing helping us out, and learning that riding Shogun's really just some baby, and just this was a very, very fun time, and I feel like there is just so much more that could be said. Things that I want to talk about but just don't remember in the moment, just because there's a lot here, and it was woven together very, very well for the most part. Things leading into each other from previous acts, and just how it just sort of unfolded. Yes, some things could have been better, but you could say that about most things these days. Most things in general, ever, actually. So that's it. This was my experience, and I hope you enjoyed watching it and just seeing me go through all the things that you've obviously have already felt and got to think about for quite some time now. Maybe one day I'll go back and look at these Archon quests in some way and make a compilation and just talk about my feelings then and how they've developed over time looking back at that stuff. If at all, which I'm sure they would, because everything changes over time for the most part. Anyway, this was great. This was a lot of fun. I'm so glad you got to watch it. Thank you for hanging out for the whole thing. I know this is a long journey, and we're making progress though. We're making progress. Anyway, that's it from me. If you enjoyed this, let me know by liking the video, writing your thoughts down below in the comment section, checking out the description for additional ways of how to support me if you're not already doing so. Make sure you're subscribed, share the videos, share the channel with people who you think might enjoy this kind of stuff. Every little bit counts, guys. It means a lot, and until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.